EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport, historic Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears on Sunday Night Primetime. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin then.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Right to the air to open this one up. He gets right at the outset. He lost the football. Looks like the Bears got there, and they did. Chicago ball.
That's just got to be a really deflating way to start this game, Mike. I mean, you work on this opening script all week long with the expectation that you're going to start fast, and then you come out early, careless with the ball. They knock it loose and create the early takeaway.
They'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. And that one just too long to get going. They'll come up, stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. And the rush gets home. Hill goes down. They got him. On 4th down, here's Torrey Taylor to punt for Chicago. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. Oh, they had a shot there. It hit the 5, but it continues into the end zone. It'll come back out to the 20. Back to throw here to begin the drop. And left side, it's caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big play to kick off this drive. 39 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Tight end going in motion here. Here's a first carry for their running back. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on 1st down. A pickup of 7.
At the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
From the 33, here's 2nd and a couple. That one incomplete.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
3rd and 2. Here we go. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to take it into the end zone. It's a touchdown. There is a penalty marker down, but it looks like this one's going to hold up. The PAT up and good. The Vikings will take a 7-0 lead.
Will Reichert the kickoff for the Vikings.
Reichert out now following the touchdown. as he kicks this one away. He'll grab it at the 12. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. He'll swing this out to Swift. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this one all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. Santos good on the extra point. And the Bears will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That one, it's on target, but
Dog, man is already giving me this shit, man. Fuck this game.
But unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
Here's a run going left. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Tyler Gordon there to make the tackle.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
Here now, 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. 12 yards on that hookup. It'll be a Vikings first down.
First and 10 at the 30.
These third down conversions are just so important. Mike, everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota. His 4th TD grab of the season. The extra point try forthcoming. No problem with the footing. The kick is good. And the Vikings will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Will Reichert the kickoff for the Vikings.
Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that loved throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who were very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Bears' 15-yard line.
A tight end in motion now. They'll stick with him again. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll throw here on third and short yardage. And that is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it's going to be fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he's going to pick up the Vikings' first down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the fourth down conversion. To stop it here, we have an injured Viking to tend to. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. That is caught out wide on the RPO. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Throwing on second down is McCarthy. Tyreek Stevenson that time in from his spot on the edge to record the sack. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Vikings with the edge. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Vikings football as we begin this second quarter. They've got it with 3rd and 14 coming up. From the gun, here's McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot. Your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that one through.
And he stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. That is taken in left side by Thornton. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
A play fake. Now Williams. That's to the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. A dive and a catch. Incredible. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. That's a big-time play to secure that one.
Oh, touchdown, Chicago. It's his third touchdown of the year. Santos good on the extra point. And the Bears are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14.
Bears 14. Santos to kick off.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
Out of bounds at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 7. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Man in motion, heading left. It's 1st down, and they'll run. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
I don't think I was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain. 3rd down and 9. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down. It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings. Now, how about this? It's a fake. That is down the field and caught. And this is going to be a 1st down. That is a head coach not afraid to roll the dice. This time it pays off and a 1st down. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Minnesota.
Now give on the ground. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back gains of 10 yards and back-to-back 1st down. Receiver in motion, headed left. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. He'll drop to throw. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. Through the rain, the kick is good. And the Vikings go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. A return now from the 4. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
Their own 21-yard line.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Loveland open right side. He's got him. And it'll be marked out up at the 34-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Open man downfield is Loveland. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Vegas!
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Right side, caught by Burton. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
The 45-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Throw it again. It's Williams. Another one there for Gordon. And he will have the first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. The Bears go ahead, take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Try to throw again. Here's Williams. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man. By today's kicking standard, Mike, this is clearly a chip shot. I don't know if there was a lot of question that he'd make this one. So nice job making sure you end the half on a high note, coming away with 3.
That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. And in motion is Brown. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Going for it all. He's got it! And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings
So
up
from the
2nd and
25, it's 2nd and 5. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Here's Williams. He gets this complete to Burton. They get 18 on that one. Good for a Bears first down.
It's a gain of 18.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play. And that's exactly what they did.
That pass is caught by Burton.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 11.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. To throw, it's Williams. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. They give the ball over on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Give up the middle, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
Second and 10. He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down. Now they'll set up to throw. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. A gain of 11 there as the decision to go for it pays off. Set to go now on first and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line. Man in motion is Brown. Back to throw. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
So often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Vikings will extend their third quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll get across the 20, mark them down 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Clock stars, 22.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Out to his right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way. So one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another waste.
Hey, motherfucker, you keep cheating. I'm just gonna bounce and take my fucking win, dog. You need to punt, motherfucker.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
I'm just gonna take my
The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. They're going for it. Here's Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score.
I'll tell you what, Mike, there's being aggressive on fourth down, and then there's being